you will be facing the examples or the questions with different errors. You is Allah, you are. You are wandering around far away from home. If you find the question mark in the sentence, it should be in the form of question itself. You're not supposed to change the sentence or word order into statement or any sentence. Hello, hi, namaste and welcome to Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence. I am Nandakishore, Faculty of English in Vidhyaashram, Mysuru. In my previous session, I had discussed about word order. In today's session, I am going to discuss about the topic correction of sentences. Let's start with correction of sentences. So what is this error identification or correction of sentences? Usually general mistakes what we perform while speaking or while writing will be discussed in today's session. Many of us tend to commit mistakes while framing sentences. Absolutely correct. Generally, these mistakes are committed in the following areas. So where do we commit mistakes? Using appropriate articles and prepositions. I have always been telling you, you need to be thorough with articles, parts of speech and tenses. Using correct form of verb. Verb is a part of parts of speech. Placing words in the right order. That is the reason why we spoke about word order and we are into correction of sentences. Fixing subject-verb agreement. I have already given you 2 sessions on subject-verb agreement. In my first session, I have already spoken about the exercises which is prescribed in your workbook. In second session, I have spoken about 10 odd rules about subject-verb agreement. For further information, you can rely more on internet. Using unnecessary and wrong words. Unnecessary and wrong words. Few people have a tendency of repeating the words which convey the same meaning or using the wrong words instead of using the right ones. Let us see clearly what are the errors you can identify in today's session. Identify the mistakes. So where do we find mistakes? Identify the mistakes in the following sentences and correct them. One is done for you. Very first thing you can see is articles. In articles, example, one is done for you. Once upon a time, a elephant. If you clearly observe, if you take your workbook and look at the workbook, a or a is cut off. In the example, a is cut off. A elephant made friendship with a man, but the correct form of using a or articles is once upon a time an elephant. Why? Because e is a vowel. In front of vowels we use an. But if the same word, if we are talking about the same elephant for the second time, then it will be the elephant or the elephant, not a nor an. I hope you remember the rules I have taught in articles. Let us solve or identify the mistakes and solve them. This is the best thing to do. What is the error here? Under articles, all these examples, you will find error only with respect to articles. But in examination, ನಿಮ್ಮ exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಎರರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ 4-5 questions ನ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. They will not be asking 4 or 5 questions only about errors in the articles. You will be facing the examples or the questions with different errors with respect to different grammar concept. This is the best thing. If you know the rules of superlative degree of comparison, best is the superlative degree of comparison. It always goes with the best thing to do. Idu rule, one of the rules. Idanna neevu kaltkollebeku. You can fool some people all a time, but not everyone. Illi neevu ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ error anta ansodu a time. It is not a time, it is the time. You cannot fool some people all the time, but not everyone. The huts were already occupied by a jungle lots. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ ಸಿಂಗುಲರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ಇದೆ, jungle lots, by jungle lots. So which article do we use here? The jungle lots. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಜಂಗಲ್ ಲಾಟ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ದ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಡೆಫಿನೈಟ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ಅದು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟವಾದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಥವಾ ವಸ್ತು ಅಥವಾ ಮತ್ತೊಂದನ್ನ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ದ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಡೆಫಿನೈಟ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ಡೆಫಿನೈಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. The old woman reduced a self-esteem of the speaker. The old woman reduced the self-respect, not a self-respect. ಯಾವುದನ್ನ the ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ತನ್ನ self-respect, ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ self-respect ಅನ್ನ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಲು. This is very important. An European came to visit India. After reading this sentence, most of you might think, sir, I don't think there is an error here. It is absolutely perfect. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೂ ಕೂಡ ಎರರ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ರೂಲ್, in front of vowels we use an. We will be using an in front of vowels. Here e ಇದೆ, so an is perfect. There is no error ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪು. We use a or a. This is wrong. And ಬಳಸಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ a European, it is not European, it is European. European, a European came to visit India. There are separate set of rules with pronunciation. ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಇ ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ವೊವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. That is one of the rules we are following here. A European came to visit India. This is the story of ಇಲ್ಲಿ an ಅನ್ನ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ because unusual, unusual, ಇಲ್ಲಿ unusual ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. It is unusual medicinal creeper, an unusual medicinal creeper. Next thing with respect to prepositions, articles ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಎರರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದೀವಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ದಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದೀಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅಪ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್, ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್, ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಪ್, solve it, only then you will get to know the rules of it. Let's move on to prepositions now. Prepositions or preposition or preposition. Example, there is an example, one is done for you. I am here for teach you English. So the error is for. The right usage of preposition is I am here to teach you English. Let's move on to the exercise. The pin-headed duck is the resident in the swampy forest. The pin-headed duck is the resident in, not in the swampy forest. The pin-headed duck is the resident of the swampy forest. I have another piece of work to you. To is the error. I have another piece of work for you. The huts are already occupied from the jungle lots. It is not from, by. By yarinda, by the jungle lots. I am protecting my delicate skin by the hailstorm, not by the hailstorm. It is from the hailstorm. From andre ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿಂದ, ಯಾರಿಂದ, by whom, by jungle lots. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ? ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಹೇಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಮ್. ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ, ಬೈ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಿಂದ? By whom? Next one, identify the errors with respect to subject-verb agreement. This is why we tell you need to know subject-verb agreement, articles, tenses, parts of speech. This is a must for every student who wants to learn English. Example, my dear good friend, your skin are harder than mine, said the elephant. The error here is, my dear good friend, your skin is harder than mine, said the elephant. Subject verb agreement. When do we use are? With respect to plural. When do we use is? With respect to singular. So you should know the rules. And identifying the subject, the very first rule, identify ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ವರ್ಬ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. Identifying the subject is the basic principle, basic rule. Observe here, children is still sleeping in the hut. Most of the people, they commit mistake. Children is still sleeping. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಸಿಂಗುಲರ್ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. Child is singular, children is plural. So when the subject is plural, even the verb should be plural. Children are still sleeping in the hut. ಒಮ್ಮೆ ನೀವು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರವಾಗಿ ವರ್ಬ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಬಳಸ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. On the face of it, this does not seems an impossible task. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎರರ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೂಲ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಡೂ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ರೂಲ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ನೀವು ಡೂ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಳಸಿದ್ರೆ, ಡೂ ಡಸ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಳಸಿದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಬ್ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದ ಎರರ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೀಮ್ಸ್. ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೀಮ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಏನ್ ಸರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಗಿವ್ ಮಿ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್, ಗಿವ್ ಅಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಓರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ಮೀ. ಹಿ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಬೈ ಅ ಕಾರ್. ಇಫ್ ಐ ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ or a statement, he does not want ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ವರ್ಬ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, he ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. he does not, does ಅಂತ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಡೂ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನ ಬಳಸ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ವಾಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. he does not want to buy, want to, wants ಆಗಲ್ಲ. wants ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? he wants to buy a car. he wants to buy a car. he does not want to buy a car. ನೀವು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಡೂ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಡೂ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಬ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಎಸ್. ಈ ಎಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ on the face of it, this does not seems ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಸೀಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೀಮ್. This is a rule. Habitat distraction. So habitat distraction, lot of chopping of the trees, deforestation. So adu singular or plural? It is singular. So it is not are. It is is. Habitat distraction is the primary reason for the disappearance of our wildlife. Isn't it true? Of course it is. This were the result of large scale clearing of the forests. This ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇದೆ. This obviously we are talking about singular. This were ಅಲ್ಲ, this was ಆಗತ್ತೆ. These were, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ವರ್ ಬಳಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ these ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇರಬೇಕು. ಹಲವು ಕಾರಣಗಳಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ this, ಇದು ಈ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ. I have always told you we are not supposed to compare English with Kannada and teach English. It loses its meaning, but still I'm telling this It's because I want each and everybody to understand English in a better way. These were the results ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ this was the result ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ these were the results, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ S ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Keep that in mind. You will be facing the examples or the questions with different errors. You is Allah, you are. You are wandering around far away from home. If you find the question mark in the sentence, it should be in the form of question itself. You're not supposed to change the sentence or word order into statement or any sentence. Have agata plural. Only with respect to first person singular iddaga have anna ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. I have ಅಥವಾ they have. You is wandering around far away from home. You is Allah, you are. You are wandering around far away from home. Someone have picked my pocket and taken away my wallet. Someone have Allah, someone has. So have gu, has gu, matte had gunu difference gotirbeku. You should know the difference between have, has and had. Let's move on to word order. In my previous session, I have already spoken about word order. I have spoken plenty. I'm sure with this, you will not be finding any difficulty solving the questions. Example, why you are so late, Nicola? Nan modle heldage question mark idre adu question e agbeku, sentence athwa statement agbardu. If you find the question mark in the sentence, it should be in the form of question itself. You're not supposed to change the sentence or word order into statement or any sentence. What is the right answer here? Why are you so late, Nicola? It is not why you are so late, Nicola. It is why are you so late, Nicola. We Indians have this tendency. Why are you so late, boy? Now, the word order is why are you so late? Let's start solving the exercise. The first one, when he had met his friend. Word order ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. When had he met his friend. Interchange ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. When he had met his friend ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ punctuation mark ಇರಲ್ಲ. When he had met his friend, he had spoken some important issues with him. ಅದು statement ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So the right answer is when had he met his friend. When had he met his friend, and the question mark is a must. When had he met his friend? Where the fruits are? Wrong usage. Where are the fruits? Where are the fruits? The right usage, where are the fruits? Sentence nimge frame madakagalla. Then this word order question form will go wrong. ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸು ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಕ್ವಶನ್ನ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಜಂಬಲ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ. Why he has taken my book? Again, it is all the question. Why has he taken my book? You can expect such question in your examination. I have not told you to keep away from here. This is a statement. How do you change it to question form? Have I? Have I not told you to keep away from here? Have I not told you to keep away from here? It's a question. So observe the question mark at the end is a mandatory rule. Which way he did go? The right form of the question is which way did he go? With respect to this, let me tell you one more explanation. Which way did he went ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಯೂಸೇಜನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಇದೆ. I had been telling you which way did he go, which way did he went is wrong. Went ನ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಳಸ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ which way he went ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಡೂ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ವೇರ್ he is now, where is he now, where is he now ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. What your command is, what is your command? What is your command? With respect to word order, identifying an error or correcting the mistakes with respect to word order is very easy when you know what is word order. You are jealous that the goddess comes to me rather than you in dream? Question mark ide. This is a statement. Imagine, close your eyes and remember the statement without question mark. It is a complete perfect sentence or a statement. Here question ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? Are you jealous? Are you jealous? The sentence, the complete sentence, and at the end question mark. Are you jealous that the goddess comes to me rather than you in dream? Question mark. Are you jealous? You are not jealous, Allah. Are you jealous? Where you did come from? Where you did come from? Where did you come from? Where you were all this time? Indian way of framing the sentence. Where were you all this time is the right grammatical question sentence. Where were you all this time? Where were you all this time? Where you were all this time. It's a wrong usage. Were the animals living? Now, where were the animals living? So here, depending on the subject, if it is plural, we use plural verb. If it is animal, then we use was. Where was the animal living? So be careful with identifying subject and identifying whether it is singular or plural. So that is it for today's session. I'm going to meet you with the next session. We have plenty more examples with plenty more grammatical errors with concepts. I'll be discussing more about identifying an error or correcting the mistakes. Let's meet in the next session. Until then, keep practicing. See you.